How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about the federal government potentially cracking down on the Reddit forum WallStreetBets and also some of the meme stocks like Gamestop and AMC and a few others. Now, there was a hearing from the House Financial Services Committee headed up by Maxine Waters. Yes, that Maxine Waters. They brought on Roaring Kitty, aka Deep Effing Value from YouTube. The guy wears a cat t-shirts and the red bandana and the red microphone. They had him on there and they were interrogating him like he was wanted for murder. It was crazy. You're talking about First 48. We got the guns, we got the drugs. Tell us where the bodies are. It was a whole big mess. But not only was Roaring Kitty, aka I think his name is Keith Gill, not only was he there, they also had the CEO of Robinhood and also either representative or the CEO, somebody from Melvin Capital. So they're trying to get to the bottom of what's going on. Okay, are you pumping the stock up, and why did Robinhood stop selling or stop allowing you to buy, but you could sell? They're trying to get to the bottom of all of this. Now, it was a pretty crazy hearing, but one particular part happened after the hearing. It was Maxine Waters giving an interview to MS-13 DNC or whatever other alphabet letter organization she spoke to. Now, before I go any further, let's roll that clip. In this clip, you'll see Maxine Waters talking about the hearing and talking about what their intentions are with WallStreetBets and a few more things. After we get done watching that, I'll talk about what she said there. Then I'll give you the rest of my 2 cents, my deep detail analysis, and then I'll wrap it on up with a nice bow on top. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Does it concern you when you look at this situation that possibly technology moved quicker than regulation?
Well, of course, we have some concerns about technology and the speed at which certain entities have access to information quicker than anybody else, can make quick decisions that could be very profitable. Yeah, we're concerned, and we think that technology certainly plays a role in the way some of our entities operate, and they put it in advantage by the way that they have access to the kind of resources that enable them to make decisions to buy and sell quicker and to be on top of things before others can even know what's going on.
What about free resources? Should people be able to use anonymous chat rooms to pump up a stock, to tell a story, and not have to hold any accountability? On the other side, banks are highly regulated, but something like Reddit isn't. We don't even know who those people are.
No, we don't. And that's what we're going to find out. We're going to find out. We hear a lot about how it works and what the different farms are that operate. WallStreetBets is the farm that we're going to be focused on. This is where I understand a lot of exchange of information goes on all the time, but we're going to ask the questions and we're going to dig into it, and we're going to find out exactly what was done and how it was done.
All right, you saw that, you heard that. Now, this is really crazy. First things first, how are you going to stop what's happening on open forums like WallStreetBets or even just Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you can talk? How can you stop people from talking to each other? The way the government wants to frame this is like everybody on WallStreetBets got together to do a pump and dump. Basically, okay, let's pump the stock up real high, get the price real high, and we're going to buy before we pump it up. And then once it gets pumped all the way up to the top, or we think the top is, we'll just go ahead and sell. We'll make a bunch of money on the pump and dump. All right. Now, that is actually illegal depending upon how you do it. What WallStreetBets was doing is not covered by any kind of law. If it was, we're talking about charges right now, but there are no charges going on right now. They're trying to get to the bottom of it. They're trying to see if Roaring Kitty did anything illegal. They're trying to see if Robinhood or Melvin Capital did anything illegal. And also, it's kind of a dog and pony show, which is par for the course when you're talking about political stuff. All right, some person lost a lot of money on the stock because they don't understand how stocks work. It's an investment. You could win, you can lose. That's kind of how it is. So people are losing money. They're losing their shirt. Is that and third? So, okay, government, daddy government, please do something for me. Please go out there and, attack this man for me because I lost my shirt. Although that's how stocks work, you got to do something for me. So part of it is dog and pony show to appear like you're doing something that you really can't do. And the other part is try to get them trapped up in something that could be illegal so they can get them on that. They probably won't be successful here because what was in that's illegal? What did they actually do on Wall Street Bets? I like this stock. We like this stock. That's not illegal. You can turn on television right now to CNBC and see Jim Cramer say that. He'll take a phone call on air, on television, in front of the whole world, and people will ask him, hey, do you like that? Do you like that? Yeah, I like this. Matter of fact, I like this, this, and this for this, that, and the third. All right? That's totally fine. My man Charles Payne, probably one of the best guys on TV, talking about stocks. He does the exact same thing. I like this stock. I like that stock. You have plenty of ways you can sign up to newsletters and email blasts talking about what good stocks are out there. You have apps talking about it. And you got certain apps that'll give you a breakdown of which people say that you should hold the stock, sell the stock, stay, everywhere you can find advice on stocks. So how is it any different when it's on Wall Street Bets? I think the issue with Wall Street Bets is that you were able to amass a lot of people at once, and it was a shock to the system. Your average normie is not going to be subscribed to a newsletter and reading, Wall Street Journal and stuff like that to see what stocks are hot, what's good to invest in, and then do that all at once, kind of almost in a coordinated fashion, but not really coordinated. How can it be considered coordinated when everybody's on their own? There's no hedge fund acting in unison. There's no group of guys in their house that know each other acting like this. It's people that just happen to have internet access to see this forum is popular. Okay, I like GameStop. I'll buy GameStop. I like AMC. I'll buy AMC. How is that wrong? But it was a shock to the system. You're talking about billions of dollars of money that was lost because the way that Robinhood was doing their thing, they were giving the customers free trades, meaning you could buy a stock without having to pay a fee for purchasing it. The fee for purchasing it would fund the transaction normally, but the way it is now, Robinhood would sell transactions to hedge funds, and it would take a couple of days for the trade to settle. But in the meantime, Robinhood must come up with the money to be able to cover it. And if I'm wrong about the explanation, let me know in the comments below, but that's kind of how it works. All right. It's just the way that the whole system was set up was not prepared for a big influx of orders. That's why Robinhood had to stop selling some symbols because it just couldn't handle the volume. It did not have the money to be able to do it. That's all that it was. But hey, guys are losing their shirt. They couldn't sell. They couldn't buy any more stock when they wanted to. They were forced to sell. Some guys were getting their positions closed, meaning that the stocks were sold for them. So it was a whole big mess. And the government's trying to get to the bottom of it. But the reality is the government can't really do much. The government can only enforce laws and create laws. But what happened with GameStop was kind of in the middle area. There was no law created to prevent what happened, and they can't make a law quick enough to, address it. They can't apply a new law retroactively, something that already happened. That's ex post facto. That's illegal in America, if I'm not mistaken. So all they can do is have these dog and pony shows to make the public think they're really doing something, but they're not doing anything. All right. And Maxine Waters potentially threatened as a regular everyday normie. That's ridiculous. I mean, they can't do anything. You say you like the stock and you go on the internet to say the same thing, then it is what it is. Ain't no point in trying to attack Wall Street Bets. That's just one popular forum. There are many forums out there that do the exact same thing. And they're called Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. I can go on the YouTubes right now, Twitter right now, Facebook right now, and see the exact same advice from the exact same people. Oh, not advice, pardon me. The same exclamations of I like the stock. You can see that everywhere, all over the place. Roaring Kitty was on YouTube doing this thing. They try to paint him as a mastermind, talking about, oh, you influence your legions of followers and fans to go out and pump the stock up. But in some lawsuit paperwork, Roy and Kitty said, hey, I only had like 500 subs on YouTube and Instagram or wherever he was in December 25th, 2020, Christmas Day. So I did not really have this big following the fans. It doesn't matter if he did or not, because I'm sure that there are plenty of viewers to Jim Cramer's show. He's been on for, I don't know, 20, 30 years, however long he's been on. And I've been watching Jim Cramer for a long time. He does the exact same thing that Rory and Kitty would do. Rory and Kitty just focused on GameStop stock and give out personal information, but that's it. He didn't, do anything beyond what's already been done. But as I close, I want to say this. The federal government, in my humble opinion, are trying to intimidate people. They're trying to pretend like they're doing something to help those that have lost money, but they really can't do anything. All right? They're trying to intimidate you and me, the regular normie out there, what they call the retail investor. They're trying to intimidate us and saying that we can't go out here and talk about stocks with our friends or with strangers or anybody else. That's bogus. Because if you could do it on television, if you can go on TV and talk bad about a stock, which could potentially deflate it, if you could talk good about a stock and potentially inflate it, what are you really going to do? Elon Musk can go on Twitter and say, all right, I like Bitcoin. Matter of fact, he won't even say I like Bitcoin. He could put the Bitcoin symbol in his Twitter bio, and that can boost his stock by 20%. What you going what can you do with that? What you gonna say you can't put certain things in his bio? You're gonna start to outlaw certain symbols? We're kind of in uncharted territory right now, and I think what's happening is that the regular person is taking the reins away from the institutions, from the big wigs, from the fat cats. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? Do you think that Maxine Waters and Congress in general can't do anything right now? Are they trying to intimidate us? Are they trying to take power back for the big wigs that have always had the power? Whatever your thoughts on that are, let me know in the comments below. I think you guys pretty much know where I stand. I'm against the government trying to come in and really regulate the stuff. I think that there should be some, I guess you would say, some tweaks to the system, not to oppose regular people, the retail investor, but to make sure that you're not in a situation where you can't trade stocks anymore, to where certain symbols can't get moved, and some things like that to make it easier for us to trade. Okay, if guys are taking big risks and losing their shirt, then so be it. That's the name of the game. All right, that's just what it is. You take the good with the bad. If you put all your money on red and you lose it, that's you. You did that to yourself. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.